today, yes, welcome back again. And this is Achan Brian from Bangkok Thonburi University with the subject GE101, English for Daily Life. Okay, so as I said to you before, don't think that English is not important. It is important even in Thailand, where Thai is the national language, but we still need English because there are so many international companies that export and import products. And once you are an international company, most of the emails and the correspondence is done by English, through the level of English, to the medium of English. So you should know that English is important. And moreover, companies that run on international standards pay you higher salaries because they have got more money to spare, because they deal with dollars and euros and pounds, foreign currency. So they are more stabilized because they have customers outside the sphere of Thailand. Okay, so remember, English is very important. Many companies do ask you, can you speak English? And then you say, oh, a little bit. Then that is the immediate minus point, a disadvantage for you to be selected in a company. So please remember, you are young now and it's easy to study English, because once you are older, middle-aged, studying a language becomes difficult. Like I have a student who studies with me, but she studies on Saturday. She's nearly 45, 50 years old, and now she's studying English because she has studied a company that sells international educational toys. She sells toys for educational level. So she deals with her clients in Singapore. Some of the clients are in China. Some of the clients are in Japan. Some of them are in Europe. And so she realized now at this stage that she needs English, and she's studying, and it's becoming very difficult for her to study because she's already middle-aged now, 43, 44 years old. And at that time, learning a language becomes difficult. So now you have an opportunity, go ahead and study it. It's good for you. So please remember, English is important. Okay, and also, you must know that you have joined Bangkok Thonburi University. Is one of the top universities in Thailand, and we provide quality education to our students. And moreover, Bangkok Thonburi University not only does that, it also gives you personal care. We have a personal touch to our students. Like if a student doesn't come, we always phone and ask, how are you, where did you go, why are you not in class? So yes, so you remember, your children are in our care, and we care for your children till they graduate and they go, and we give you quality education. Okay, so we were on page number 84. Yes, we finished reading the food guide pyramid. Today I'm going to summarize units 1 to unit 5. Okay, so what did we study from unit 1 to unit 5? Because today is the day for summarizing unit 1 to unit 5. So in unit 1, they say getting to know you, introducing people, getting to know you, like what is your name, where are you from, what do you do? That is called small talk. We don't know, supposing I don't know you, so I say, introduce myself to you, and I said, hello, my name is Brian. I'm a teacher, a professor at Bangkok Thonburi University. And what about you? What do you do? And then you say, I am an accountant. I'm working in payroll. I'm working as a financial analyst. I'm an export-import advisor. I mean, there's so many jobs and so many departments in every company. So each company will try to give you the job according to your qualifications and your degrees. And then you talk about what do you like to do in your free time. Now everybody doesn't have the same free time, okay? Everybody doesn't do the same at the same free time. Some people play music, some people listen to watch TV, some people collect stamps, some people do odd things. You don't even imagine what kind of things they do for a pastime. Sometimes their hobbies are like very strange hobbies they have. But yes, they do it. Okay. So, what is your name? And then you say, my name is, and I am from, and I am 40 years old, I'm 35 years old, whatever it is. I come from Phetchaburi, I come from Ratchaburi, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai. Okay. I have my father, my mother, my brothers and sisters, telling about your family and stuff like that. Okay. So he says, he lives in London. Okay, so that is getting to know you. So we use the question, what do you do? Where do you live? And then we say, hi, and then you introduce somebody else, like, hi, hello, this is my friend David, and this is my friend Jess, or this is my friend Zien, whatever it is. And you say, we have been working together at BTU for the past 10 years, 1 year, 15 years, whatever it is. How long do you know that person? And then you say, he's from the Philippines, or she's from China, or she's from India, whatever, whichever country she comes from. Okay. And then we say, like in English language, Nam Sakun. Nam Sakun is, we have 3 words for Nam Sakun. Some people say last name. Some people say family name. Some people say surname. So it means the same, Nam Sakun. Last name, family name, and surname เหมือนกันเลยเป็นนามสกุลเลยชูเลนไม่ใช่ ชูเลน is a nickname. What is your nickname? Foreigners, like people from England, Europe, they don't have a nickname. Like my name is Brian, I don't have a nickname. I don't know. Nobody called me by my nickname. I don't even have a nickname. So everybody addresses me as Mr. Brian. But in Thailand, your names are so big, like really, really big names. So it's difficult for anybody to say the names. So you usually have nicknames like Ben or Jack or Best or Tukta or Som, Angun, all these names you have. Okay, so why? Why do you have nicknames? Because your names are so difficult to say, seriously difficult to say. Okay, so what is your name? What is your nickname? What do people call you? Okay, and then you introduce yourself. Finish. And then you can match, asking question, where are you from? What do you do? Are you married? So if you're married, say yes. If you're not married, don't have girlfriend, nothing, you say I'm a bachelor. And for a girl, I'm a spinster. Spinster means โสดไม่มีแฟน no boyfriend ไม่ใช่พัดลมนะแฟนไม่ใช่แฟนเป็นภาษาอังกฤษ I don't have a girlfriend. But Thai people say I don't have fan. A fan คืออะไร Hatari Sony ไม่ใช่ so I don't have a girlfriend. ฉันไม่มีแฟน fan is a พัดลม I think sometimes. Okay, so you go, thank you very much for introducing yourself. And then you say, how often do you go to the temple? How often do you eat out? How often do you watch TV or exercise? Whatever it is. Boy can nine. Okay. Then the next is you have the country and nationality. ประเทศกับสัญชาติ Like on page number 8, you go Thailand, Thai, China, Chinese, Japan, Japanese, Portugal, Portuguese, Britain, British, America, American, and go on and on and on and on. The list is never ending. So many countries and so many nationalities. Are you Finnish? มาจากฟินแลนด์ไหม Finnish. Same เสร็จแล้วไหม but Finnish เป็นออกเสียง F-I-N-I-S-H Finnish. Okay, it's the same thing. Are you Finnish? มีคุณมาจากฟินแลนด์ไหม New Zealanders, and then you have Filipinos, and then you have Koreans, South Koreans, North Koreans, Spanish. Then Vietnam, you go Vietnamese, Indonesia, Indonesian, Chinese, and is same sound. Chinese, Vietnamese, Singaporean Malaysian Burmese เป็น Myanmar okay but we call them people are from Burma from Myanmar are called Burmese people okay then you go to introducing friends as I said to you hi hello my name is Brian and this is my colleague Best he is a cameraman he works as a cameraman and editing materials that are taught okay like that and then after that you fill in the gap by using a present simple tense present simple tense mean ทำอะไรเป็นทุกวันไม่ใช่ทำอะไรเป็นปัจจุบันทำอะไรเป็นทุกวันเรียกว่า present simple tense and then remember when you're talking about present simple tense ประธาน I you we they ต้องใช้ verb หนึ่งแต่ว่าประธาน he she it ต้องเติม s es กับ ies okay alright so present simple เวลาคำถาม do I do you do we do they and he she it ต้องใช้ does he does she does it อันนี้เป็น present simple คำถามปฏิเสธ I you we they don't he she it doesn't บวก verb หนึ่งถ้าทำประโยคธรรมดาno ปฏิเสธไม่ใช่ปฏิเสธไม่ใช่คำถามต้องเติมกริยา es ies กับ s อันนี้เป็นประธาน he she it are you we they เป็นsorry are you we they เป็นกริยาช่องหนึ่งเลยไม่ต้องเติมอะไรเลยแต่ว่า he she it ต้องใช้ s es กับ ies โอเคอันนี้เป็น present simple and in present simple we have also something called as frequency adverb frequency เดบอกว่าเป็น you ทำอะไรบ่อยแค่ไหนอันนี้เรียกว่า frequency adverb frequency adverb เริ่มกับ always เป็น 100% usually sometime normally often now and then frequently seldom rarely กับ never seldom เป็น 20% rarely เป็น 10% never เป็น 0% so เริ่มกับ 80% and then ลงมาโอเคอันนี้เรียกว่า present simple okay present simple frequency adverb okay now ต่อไปมีบทที่สองเกี่ยวกับ talking about things เกี่ยวกับสินค้า and then you go เป็น adjective easy poor interesting hard and then usual boring clever beautiful and adjectives of quality and then you have size big small fat thin wide narrow thick long huge deep massive and then you have adjective of shape กลมๆ round cone circle triangular square overweight thin fat okay now after that we have material we have wooden like wooden metal plastic polyester glass paper brick cotton fabric มีหลายอย่างand then we have adjective like easy hard difficult ugly beautiful gorgeous ก็มีโอเคต่อไป you have got to see the colors of the rainbow you know when the sun and the rain come at the same time you have a rainbow opposite because the raindrops fall this way and the water drops and the sun's rays passes through the water drops are like a prism so when the water falls and the sun's rays hit that water it passes through the droplets of water and gives you a beautiful rainbow okay like violet indigo blue red orange green vibgyor yellow okay those are the colors of the rainbow then you got to do an exercise about where people come from คุณมาจากที่ไหน and what do they do okay next is adjectives plus noun like an adjective of noun a good cat beautiful girl a thin girl then a rude guy a fierce dog, then expensive watch. Okay, so you got so many things like like to match and cute, like a cute dog, a beautiful dog. Okay, a dog is beautiful. Some dogs are nice, they look beautiful, but somehow or the other, I don't know. Dogs sometimes are strange, but cats are the worst. Okay, cats are really bad. All of a sudden they scratch you up without any reason. But dogs don't. Dogs you can push and pull. They don't mind you. But cats don't understand. If a little baby pulls their ears, they start pawing on someone. So sometimes they're unpredictable. Sometimes they're very good. All of a sudden they get into a mood, and a bad mood, and they scratch people up. But dogs don't. Dogs, even if you beat them, they take it from you. They don't mind. And they come back to your house, come back home. Okay, all right. Okay, the next topic, the next unit is called accommodation. Accommodation means TU, where do you live? TU, Tinai, Asai, Tinai. Okay, so you say, I live in an apartment, I live in a condo, I live in a house, I live in a duplex bungalow, I live in a cottage, I live in an apartment, I live in a dormitory. Mi layang, Tinai. So, where do you live? And then you say, where do you live? If you live in a village, in a house, say, I live in Muban Panu. I live in Muban Panu on Barom Ratchathani Road. That's it. Finish. Okay? So, but before you rent a house or rent an accommodation or buy, is different. When you buy, you pay money and you finish. But when you rent chow ban, chow hong, chow condo, you got to be careful, because the chow hong will make you sign an agreement. Usually the agreement in Thailand is 11 months. And then you have to make a new report. But it's difficult, because sometimes, like for me, the contract is very difficult because it's in Thai and I don't know what I'm signing. So I need to take the contract, bring it to an English and Thai speaking person and tell him, please translate to me this. Because I may sign something wrong. You know what I mean to say? I may sign something like, supposing they say that the owner told me I have to pay 5,000 baht, but on the contract is 6,000 baht. And I signed. And I pay 5,000 baht. I said, you said 5,000 baht. But he'll say, no, look at the contract, it's 6,000 baht. Yes, so sometimes, you need to understand and read what you sign. Don't blindly sign papers. You may be in trouble. Like you sign a contract, sign anything, before you sign, better read all the clauses, all the points in the contract, because it's good for you. Because you may sign something, say that I have a car and I'll give the car to you free of charge. And you're signed already there. He can take you to court and say, you promised me the car, give me the car back. Because your signature is there. You can't say, I'm sorry, I didn't read the contract. Then you're wrong. The court will say you're wrong. You just sign things when you don't even know what you're signing? No. So you got to, when you sign a contract, especially when you put your signature, please read what you're signing. Tong ahan, what senchu alai kap? What is it about? Because you may sign and say, okay, my house at Purnaviti 22 it belongs to you. It's not mine. And you sign. And the man will come and say, give me the house. And say, what? But he says, you signed for it already. There you signed. Your signature is here with me. I'm taking you to court. What are you going to do? So be careful. Don't trust people very easily. Whatever you sign, read it. Take your time and read what you're signing. Because otherwise, you'll be signing maybe your house and your family to someone else. Okay, so be careful. So when you do that accommodation, you have to have a document, a lease document when you rent. And that lease document has to be read carefully when you sign things up, because you may be signing something that is wrong. So there are different houses, types of houses. Some people live in buildings, which I don't like. You have bungalows, you have flats, you have villas, cottage. Okay, you have skyscrapers, condominium, duplex houses, townhouses, dormitories, naklian hopak, mobile home that you can tabua ko yok lek pai. Okay? Then you have a ranch. Ranch is where you take care of cows and goats and sheep. So it's called a ranch. Like you're a cowboy. You have a horse and you ride your horse and you go to take care of your cattle. Then you have boat houses. Houses on a boat. I think one way having a house on a boat is fun maybe. I don't know. But if it's a tsunami or a big heavy rain and your boat starts running away, or it starts swinging from side to side due to a strong wind or maybe tidal waves, oh my God. Yes, so that means you'll be tossed from left to right and right to left. So yes, so it's not convenient to be on a boathouse unless you stay on a lake, like a small body of water where there won't be any massive waves or dangerous things attacking you. Then you live in a city, you live in a country, or you live in the suburb. Where do you live? I live in Bangkok City. I live in the suburbs, or I live in the countryside. I live far away from the city. Living far away from the city is fun. Why? Because there's no much noise, there's no pollution, you can just rest and relax. But there is a disadvantage. There's a disadvantage too. What is a disadvantage? You live so far away, you need your own transportation. You know, if you don't have a transportation, how will you come to work? You'll have to walk. Are you ready to walk 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers away? No. So yes, so there are good and bad for everything. Living in the countryside, living deep inside, away from the hustle and bustle of the city is fun. But the opposite of it is how are you going to commute? You need to have a car or a motorcycle to get you to the nearest transportation. And then okay. So remember, where you live is important. Where you live in the city, you live in the country, you live in the suburbs, or you live in a modern city. And next is, if you live in an apartment, how many rooms does it have? The rooms of the house are living room, kitchen, balcony, garden, toilet downstairs, and then you have a toilet upstairs, maybe 2 toilets upstairs, a bedroom, 3 bedrooms up, master bedroom, and small bedroom, 2. So that is the normal, standardized pattern of a real estate. Okay. And then, I forgot to mention a dining room and a kitchen, I forgot. Most important things. What is the use of having like so many rooms when you don't have money to take care of it? Yes, so most important is money. Ultimately, we come to the point money. Okay, now what are the furniture you usually have in the house? You have sofas, armchairs, teapoys, then garden chairs, then you have beds, pillows, mattress, okay, dressing table, dining table, wardrobe to keep your clothes. There's so much of furniture you need. Air conditioning in Thailand, you should have. That's the first thing you should do. And that's the first thing I did. Yes, so you need to have air conditioning. Then you have an alarm clock. Now, you know, like when the alarm clock rings early in the morning, you say, oh, I want to turn it off and go to sleep again. But you know that you can't. You've got to go to work. Get up, lazy boy, lazy bones, and go to work. So then you have so many things in the house. Some people have over than the normal. And they have the money, they buy better things, high quality things. Okay, then comes property ads. Property means, then, you know, like in the garden, you have beautiful flowers. Some people have a fountain. Some people put some statues, or, you know, they bring they bring clay models of rabbits, and there are elephants and turtles, and they put it in the garden to make it more beautiful, because you can't have an elephant in your garden, that's too big, or you can't have a tiger in your garden unless you have a clay statue, a clay model of it. It looks nice. Oh, I have a lion, a tiger in my house. Yes, but it's not real, you know. Okay. Then, most important is if you are renting an apartment, you should read the residential contract. Very, very important. Each and every paragraph there is important. Okay. Now, when you sign the contract, I was just looking at the contract, it's the same one. When you sign the contract, you've got to be careful, my dear friends, because you must know what you're signing. And then you have different types of apartments, different types of housing complexes. And then you need to choose which one is correct. Okay. The next is you got to see whether the apartment or the house is convenient for you to transport, to commute to work or commute somewhere. Okay, so you got to be careful about that. Just because you find it is like quiet and beautiful, you just don't move in, because in the future you'll have trouble because you'll have to go to work. If you have your own car, then it's okay. But still, cars don't run on water. Cars need petrol and oil. So think about it. If you go deep inside, well, your salary is big enough. Okay, otherwise, what to do? You can stay in Thailand, okay, and work part-time somewhere to make the money. Understand? So many things you have to take into consideration before you take your move, where you go and where you stay. Because once you move in, you can't say, okay, it's not like a pair of shoes or socks that I don't want to throw them out. No, you can't do that. You have to think carefully before you do something. Then comes your hometown in Bankert. Where were you born? I was born in Surat Thani. I was born in Khon Kaen. I was born in Phayao, Nan, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, whatever, wherever you were born. Now please remember that the minute you're born, okay, where you're born, that is your place you're born. That is your hometown. You may sell your house and move to Bangkok, but still your roots are back in Surat Thani or Khon Kaen, because that's where you were born. But you moved away, like, what is my hometown? Alfama. I'm here now for the past 24 years, but this is not my hometown. I was born in Alfama, in Portugal, not here. So I still got my roots there. My family is there. My brothers are there. So I can't say my hometown is Bangkok. No, because I wasn't born here. Okay, so wherever you're born. Later on, you can move to any country of the world. That's your workplace, maybe. Or you immigrated, moved away to another country. But still, you belong to someone else. Okay, so that's your hometown. And you describe your hometown and say, what is there? There are temples, mountains, lakes. There is fields, open fields, beautiful green grass, lovely trees. The temperature is beautiful. It's not hot. Yes, you can describe your hometown, why you like it, and what's the reason behind it. Okay. And then, when you can say something like, there is and there are. There is Chaikap Ekapot. Okay. Next, please. You understand? Okay. Next is describing your town. How does a town look like? We have buses. The town is overcrowded. It's an industrial town. There's a lot of pollution. Or like Nan, Changwat Nan. It's a beautiful place. No pollution. Not many people walk around. The traffic is all right. You can go into the mountains for a walk and sit down there. You can see so many things good about Nan. Okay. So then you talk about the people and your hometown. And the next chapter is part 5, is about talking about your food. What do you eat? The food you eat. Like different people eat different food. Like some people eat papaya salad and sticky rice and chicken, and some people don't. I don't like to eat spicy food in the morning. I can eat a sandwich, I can eat stuff like that, but not rice. It's not my cup of tea. So you can go to different places and eat different things that you like. All depends on what you like. Then unit 5 is sports. What sports do you play? And why do you play those sports? Is it easy to play the sports? Okay. Because sports also slims you down, gives you exercise. Very important. Okay? So, remember, if you want to slim down, you better not diet. You're going to cause other health problems. Eat well exercise well, you're going to slim down for sure. You're going to look very handsome. Law mark. Okay, so if you want to be law mark, you want to be handsome, you want to be narak, you want to be so cute, you need to exercise. You need to walk. Maybe you can walk around your place. No need to run. But yes, there are different kinds of sports that you can do alone. But some sports you need another partner to do it for you. Okay, like badminton, you need two. Tennis, two. Okay, all except even squash for that matter, you need two. But you can do it alone. Just play for your own self. But if you want to be as a team, want to win, then you need two of you. Okay. So those are the sports that you play. And then on page number 75, you have the pictures that you match with the sports activities. Okay. And then you say play, do, and go. So that's different, okay? When do we use play? When do we use go? So we use play football, play hockey, play basketball, play badminton. And go is usually used with ing. Go running, go scuba diving, go running, go jogging, go playing badminton, go playing tennis. Tell me go. So we use go for usually the ing form of the verb. And when you exercise, remember you can eat well because the stomach remains empty. It's good if you can exercise and eat well. Okay, so that is about sports. And then what fruit and what food do you wear? Sorry, what fruit and what food do you eat? Very important, because then you should know what are you eating and what is the important thing that you should do. Okay, so food and fruits are also very important, and you should be careful about what you eat. Don't eat too much fatty foods. You can be fat and overweight. Okay, so that is my summary. I salup unit 1 to unit 5 and unit 6. Okay, so next week I'll do the next units and start with the next unit. Thank you so much for being with me today, and have a nice day. โชคดีนะครับ and สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีนักศึกษาทุกคนนะครับผมดร.โสภัส โสภาพิมุขหรือว่าปอปุ้ยนะครับผู้อำนวยการสถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลวันนี้มาพบกันนะครับในบทเรียนที่เป็นสื่อมัลติมีเดียก็ให้ทุกคนเข้าเรียนแล้วก็ทำแบบฝึกหัดด้วยตามปกตินะครับเบื้องต้นเลยนะครับในการเรียนทางไกลเนี่ยนักศึกษาก็สามารถเข้าดูสื่อที่เป็นวิดีโอหรือมัลติมีเดียของเราได้ที่เรากำลังดูอยู่ตอนนี้นะครับอ่านตำราเรียนนะครับที่สำคัญที่สุดนักศึกษาก็ต้องทำแบบฝึกหัดทั้งหมดให้ครบเช่นในวิชาเรามีแบบฝึกหัดทั้งหมด15หน่วยแล้วก็ต้องทำทั้งหมด15หน่วยนะครับต้องทำให้ครบแน่นอนครับแบบทดสอบก่อนเรียนแล้วก็หลังเรียนมันก็เหมือนกับว่าเป็นการวัดว่าก่อนเรียนเรามีความรู้มาแค่ไหนใช่ไหมครับแล้วหลังจากที่เราผ่านทั้งแบบทดสอบบทเรียนต่างๆผ่านทั้งแบบฝึกหัดแล้วเนี่ยหลังจากนั้นเราก็มาวัดด้วยแบบทดสอบหลังเรียนกันว่าเรามีความรู้เพิ่มขึ้นแค่ไหนก่อนที่จะถึงการสอบปลายภาคที่กำหนดครับเรื่องการติดตามข่าวสารเนี่ยเป็นเรื่องที่สำคัญสำหรับการเรียนทางไกลนะครับเราอาจจะไม่ค่อยได้เจอกันเท่าไหร่นักดังนั้นเนี่ยเรื่องของข่าวสารเนี่ยหลักๆเลยผมอยากให้ดูที่หน้าระบบการเรียนเป็นหลักซึ่งทีมงานของเราเนี่ยได้อัปเดตข่าวสารต่างๆไม่ว่าจะเป็นสอบวันไหนอย่างไรนะครับหรือว่าการประกาศอะไรต่างๆเนี่ยขอให้ยึดที่หน้าระบบการเรียนเป็นหลักเรามีการอัปเดตตลอดเวลาแล้วก็อยากให้นักศึกษาเข้าสักอาทิตย์ละ2 ครั้งเนี่ยผมว่ากำลังดีนะครับถ้าพูดถึงเรื่องการพบปัญหาต่างๆซึ่งเราเรียนทางไกลเราต้องมีปัญหาบ้างอยู่แล้วอาจจะไม่เข้าใจตรงนู้นตรงนี้อะไรยังไงนะครับพิเศษเลยของเรานะครับก็มีโอเปอเรเตอร์หรือว่ามีเจ้าหน้าที่นะครับที่ดูแลตอบไลน์แอดของเราอยู่นับ10ชีวิตนะครับนักศึกษาก็ทักเข้ามาเลยครับในไลน์ @btude นะครับที่ขึ้นอยู่ข้างล่างอันนี้ชัวร์ที่สุดเราจะมีเจ้าหน้าที่ที่เขาดูแลระบบอยู่แล้วตอบคำถามของเราได้ตลอดเวลาอยู่แล้วนะครับคนพวกนี้จะดูแลระบบของเราแล้วก็ขอให้นักศึกษาทุกคนทำงานอะไรให้เรียบร้อยดูวิดีโออ่านหนังสืออีบุ๊กอะไรมาเรียบร้อยแล้วก็พบกันนะครับหลังจากทำทุกอย่างเรียบร้อยแล้วก็พบกันที่มหาวิทยาลัยกรุงเทพธนบุรีของเรานะครับแล้วพบกันทุกคนครับผม
เมื่อคุณมีเป้าหมายที่จะเรียนสถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลมหาวิทยาลัยกรุงเทพธนบุรีพร้อมที่จะทำให้คุณเรียนและทำงานไปด้วยได้ทั้งงานและความรู้ไม่ต้องห่วงเรื่องเวลาเรียนไม่กระทบงานประจำเรียนได้ทุกสถานที่เรียนได้ทุกเวลาเข้าดูเทปการสอนฟังการบรรยายทำแบบฝึกหัดรับผลคะแนนเพียงเท่านี้คุณก็พร้อมก้าวไปสู่ความสำเร็จให้เราสร้างความภาคภูมิใจให้กับคุณสถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลมหาวิทยาลัยกรุงเทพธนบุรีเปิดรับสมัครแล้ววันนี้ 02 800 6800 5